So yeah, this is the Knife of Dunwall. It's DLC for Dishonored, and we're going to be just talking about how it's different from the main game. We're going to be talking about the way that it tells a different story, what things are similar. DLC is always interesting because it's like it's an add-on to an existing canonical universe. People joke about adding DLC to other stuff, but it is just as weird. Like imagine if this is like the webisodes for a TV show. DLC is like the spin-off story. I don't think we've ever had DLC that works quite the same way that like TV show spin-offs do. You know how like there'll be a show and then this is the first one I can think of, but there's a show like Cheers, and then you have Frasier spin-off from it, and the spin-off becomes just as popular as the main thing. I think that there's an interesting challenge in creating DLC because you want to extend the life of original material, right? If you make really good DLC, people are going to want to buy the original game if they don't have it already. It also increases the value add later on for people who've never played the original, so you can sell, Game of the Year or Ultimate Edition or whatever with all the DLC. But the DLC has to be different enough that it appeals to someone's senses of continuing to explore either the universe or the mechanics or both. So I'm curious to see how Knife of Dunwall does those things. DLC is often the butt of jokes in the games industry because you're like, haha, $2.50 for a horse. And microtransactionary DLC can be pretty bad. But I guess it's about value. It's about creating additional value for the experience. And I mean that both in terms of monetary value, but in narrative and mechanical value of the game. It can make the game bigger in a way that the main game didn't get a chance to do. It can also be used to sort of fix things about the game or to explore different parts of the game that the developers wanted to look at but never got a chance. So I'm definitely thinking we're going to see some of that here. So let's take a look. Oh, unlocking it. Oh, thank you. Okay, so Dishonored, the Knife of Dunwall. Starting a new game, we're gonna do it on hard. There is no hard. Okay, we'll just do it on veteran. Alright, veteran. A moderately challenging experience. Enemies inflict more damage and have keener perceptions. Yes. None like her. You can't forget what you've done. Killing the Empress and handing her daughter Emily to the Lord Regent haunts you.
One more job shouldn't have mattered.
Oh, Michael Madsen.
I've killed nobles before. You could float a whaling ship, and the high-born blood I've spilled. Another noble steps in to replace the last one. All equally corrupt. Why should an empress be different? But she was. I watched her bodyguard's face as they took him away. Dead eyes. I knew I'd pay for this one. Maybe I deserved to. A storm was coming that would shake apart everything I'd built.
Get away from her! Corvo!
So we get Daud's outsider visions too. And here we are. Here's where we start. I know how to blink. It's cool. Thanks, game. A visit from the outsider. So, interesting thing that we're learning here that this is just the outsider's modus operandi, right? Like this is how the outsider presents himself. This wasn't unique to Corvo. This kind of broken world, this place may exist in some kind of like dream realm that someone could go to theoretically. Like this is a sort of meta plane. not a unique place for Corvo. Oh, interesting. So my blink's icon is a bit different. That's cool. I guess that means when I blink, time slows down. It's pretty cool. Yeah. And, okay. So I'll read. Even though the powers have the same name, I'll read all the
Daud,
tutorials.
My old friend. It's been a long while, but you've got my interest again. How the years pass and the bodies fall. Did you know that there are only 8 like you in the world, bearing my mark?
I did not, but
I'm
thanks
here
for telling
because
me.
you're right. The Empress was different.
You did a bad
This time,
thing.
you can't just fade away into the shadows. There will be consequences. Your story is close to ending, and even you can't escape it. But what ending will you make for yourself?
It's a little
I'm
heavy-handed.
here to give you one last gift, Daud. It's a mystery. One that starts with a name. Delilah.
Rothwild's slaughterhouse. A captain of industry. Bundry Rothwild is a ruthless businessman who owns a slaughterhouse and fleet of whaling ships, including a ship called the Delilah. Infiltrate the Rothwild slaughterhouse and find out what's behind the name. So the outsider.
For 6 months,
I'll
the
talk about
city
this in a
writhed
second.
and changed. For 6 months, I tried to forget what I'd done to the Empress and her little girl. But there was no forgetting. I needed to find my next move. But all I had was that name. Delilah. Who was she? A threat? Or an ally? Word came from my second-in-command, Billy Lurk. In a house built on secrets. Lurk was especially good at uncovering them.
Good job, Billy Lurk.
There was a ship called the Delilah. It hunted whales for Bundry Rothwild. A former deckhand who'd made good. Now he owned a slaughterhouse, and he ran his workers like a prison gang. A ship named Delilah. It could be a coincidence, but it's not. In Dunwall, things are always tangled up like a bag of snakes.
So, an interesting thing to keep an eye on. Look at things that are the same from Corvo's experience to Daud's experience, and look at things that are different. The Outsider, particularly, the Outsider has a universal view. That's not just the version of the Outsider that Corvo sees. It looks like the Outsider has an appearance, which is interesting because we never saw the Outsider described or embodied anywhere outside of Corvo's vision. It's a bit like there not being interpretations of the way a god looks, but God looks this way, right? Like, Odin has one eye and a white beard because that's what Odin looks like, not simply because we've told these stories about Odin. Same thing with the Outsider. Like, it looks like that's what the Outsider looks like, which is interesting. So I can use my network of spies and corrupt merchants to purchase equipment and upgrades before each mission. I can pay for special favors. Okay. These favors can have a variety of effects in the mission, such as granting access to equipment caches or revealing secret information. Yeah, some of the NPCs in the game describe what the Outsider looks like. I guess I didn't see it in the game, but there was a painting. There was a Sokolov painting that had an appearance of him in it. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the thing, because we were talking about this a little bit during the regular playthrough. Like, is this what the Outsider looks like, or are we seeing an appearance based on what we think, or our externalized view? All right, so I can get some upgrades. I can buy some favors. Oh, I see. So favors change the mission. Okay, well let's. A guard overheard the code to the safe in the shipping office and will etch it on the wall. Let's buy that. Bribe labor will misplace a rune he found. Yeah, I'll pay 150 for a rune. These seem really good. And bribe worker will disconnect the security on the refinery valves. Using the valves will not sound the alarm. Done. I'm definitely buying those favors. I love favors. Okay, so I can buy sleep darts and wrist bow bolts. Let's fill up on darts. Chokedust is a non-lethal disabling grenade. Hell yes, we'll buy those. A powerful irritant creating a noxious cloud. Blinding and disabling the enemies. Ooh, I like it. Take along some potions. That's okay. Yeah, rewire tool. I'll bring a couple of those along. Now let's see if we can buy some upgrades. Charm capacity? Yeah, because I'm all about those bone charms. Alright, settled. Let's begin our mission. Enter the Rothwild slaughterhouse. Result to bribe, the alarm system is disabled. And Bundy Rothwild, yeah, this is just the intro. Find it behind what's behind the name. Alright. So let's look at my equipment here. So I have a wrist bow instead of a crossbow. Please move, mission clues. I want to look at my stuff. Some regular grenades. Yeah, so I have different kinds of different kinds of darts. Void gaze. So I don't, instead of having the heart, obviously, I have. See, the dark can help you locate bone charms and runes. With this power equipped, the mark of the outsider will light up when you're facing a bone charm. Level 2 shows you important things through walls. And then here's my blink.
Daud, you're here. I got bored, so I started without you. Turns out we're here on the perfect day.
Hey, a woman.
There's a strike at the plant, and it's no wonder. Rothwild runs this place like a prison. The stupid workers can't even get in without a time card. When a strike started, the butchers confiscated all the cards they could find. They've given the City Watch free rein to use force. If you ever wondered why I wanted out of the slums, here's your answer. There'll be other ways in, I'm sure of it. You don't mind if I tag along, right? Just to keep an old man safe.
Hell no.
One last thing. I found something for you. I know you collect these.
Yeah, I do.
I'll be on the rooftops till you need me.
They give me magic powers. Now let's reread Blink. Rapid forward movement for a short time. Time is frozen if you aim when you aren't moving. Share your abilities with your assassin allies. Whoa, Arcane Bond is badass. That's so cool. And I can summon an assassin to fight by my side. Neat. I want agility, so start there. Thanks, dude. Alright, nothing to find here. There's a bone charm over there. Alright.
Try and get past me, and I'll see you swinging from a meat hook.
Go home, mister. Orders are to confiscate those cards, no exceptions.
I hope you die weeping. All of you. I hope the plague gets you worse.
Never doubt it. Fuck. Well, that was fast. Excerpt from a report on a treaties banned by the Red Shore Trade Council. Oh, this is the Picati. The whales are the whales are real. Save the whales. They have feelings and stuff.
Huh? I need more men.
Oh.
Clear the line.
Hold on. Okay. I'm so like I'm already out of practice with stealth mode.
I'll see you swinging from a meat hook.
Go home, mister. Orders are to confiscate those cards, no exceptions.
Yeah. I
I
know.
hope you die weeping. All of you. I hope the plague gets you.
You're so mean.
Damn you.
this guy. Here we go. Yeah, I can practice my new blinking maneuvers. I will try that. Just have to get rid of you. There we go. Yeah, so I can run, jump, blink in midair, and then land somewhere else. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's still that way. All right. Ooh, pistol. Okay, let's try that. Ah, cool. Bone charm down there. How do I? Let's see. So that's interesting. The fact that you can turn on the view and then keep it on while you do other stuff. It's because you don't have it. You're not physically holding the heart anymore. So it's like a different. That's cool. Let's see what we got. Move faster with corpses. All right.
Huh? Sammy!
Oops.
Die!
Kind of don't want to kill anybody. Let's try to not murder. Let's just try to do choking out instead. It means I'm gonna have to save a lot more often. It's okay. It's an interesting oh shit.
Get over here!
That's a bad choice. It's an interesting mechanism. Like these, we talked about this before a little bit. The sort of save scumming necessity of these games, and how if you want to play them through a certain way, you kind of have to learn them. Like you can't play both whatever happens and to a specific goal. Which is kind of tricky, because it does feel a little artificial. I mean, obviously. Wow, that was a good jump. Okay. Yeah, that's true. I can still kill people and get low chaos, and like a fair number of them. But I want to try to not. And to upgrade this ability too, so I can see where enemies are. Alright, so this was the guy that popped up on me before. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Now I've got a safer way through. I don't have to worry quite so much. There we go. Alright, back upstairs. Let's get through here. Nope. Meat, death, bones, and song. Excerpt from Butcher's journal. Leona looks worried when I come home at night. She's looking for that spark, our love, the life we had just 2 years ago, all our ambitions. But the more she pulls at me, the more I resent her, the more I bury all that. When her father was killed at the carriage station, I gave up my studies at the Academy for Natural Philosophy. So mismanaged were their finances, with so many debts and arrears, that her mother and younger brothers would have been ruined had I not. My work feeds us all and keeps the rent paid to that shriveled old leech Wainwright. I hate this work, but in the time of plague, it takes all one's efforts to stay afloat of the desperation, the blood, and the rats. Their bribes must be paid to the Lord Regent's City Watch, and Barrister Arnold Timp's dead counters. Offend the wrong bureaucrat and your home is seized, you're off to the flooded district, so it falls to me. Every day, I drive my screaming saw to the beasts, eyes wide open. I studied them for years at the academy and my trips in the field. Now working in the slaughterhouse, the wrongness is like a wound in my head. The first months I worked in a numb state. Then my predominant mood was anger. Now the wound is scabbing over, and on some days I feel a kind of power. My entire existence is meat. All there is in my mind is meat, death, bones, and song. The terrifying songs. They come to me in my sleep now. I look into the great eye as I take away life slowly. There's a kind of deep connection with the beast knowing I'll be coming back again and again, removing pieces for hours, sometimes days. They sing for us, a funeral lament that causes me to tremble. Leona and I still share a bed, but the more she makes me try to feel something, the more I recede. The person I was is dead now. That is fucked up. That is fucked up and kind of awesome in a intense, heavy metal kind of way. Jesus. Look at you're passed out in exactly the right place. Okay, let's blink. What the fuck? No, that's not fair. Give me down. Oh, it was this sign that I got. Okay. There we go. Whoa. Daud is,
Attention.
Daud's a little sprier than Corvo.
Failure to report for work at industries deemed vital to state interests has been declared treasonous by the Lord Regent.
There's a man out on the river watching the place. If I weren't so young and pure of heart, I'd suggest he's up to no good.
Okay. Now, where was that? What was that next room? Safe code, main entrance. I guess that's it.
Things are bad. Could the city get any worse?
Hup. Just hide him over here. Get over this wall. Probably that building over there. Let's try it out. Ah, shit. I'm still not used to how short range my I'm not used to how short range my my blink is. Okay, let me try this. Oh, I see. So when you activate blink, things like freeze. Is that how that's supposed to work? Granny's recipe. The port side eye of whale, newly dead. Plop it in a pot, gristly and red. Weeper, weeper, weeps no more, laid to rest on a blood-etched floor. Do this for me, dearie, and I'll give you a birthday treat. Find the ingredients to complete Granny's recipe. Oh, God. Okay. Rituals and formulas of power.
They used to tell stories about a woman in the slums who did work like this. Granny Rags. They said she was 100 years old.
Whale eye needed. Okay. I need a whale's eye. There's a rune over there.
When does the oil start to flow again?
One turn down there somewhere.
So you know the Regent doesn't give a shit to reach your little leap. The Regent cares about oil coming out on a schedule.
This is a reminder that collective bargaining in any industry deemed vital to the state is a capital offense. These include metallurgy, whale collection and refinement, security services, and selected legal and clerical specializations. Consult the city barrister for verification and enforcement.
It's so funny. Unions are illegal in certain industries because we said so and we think we need them to. Oops. Alarm go off? Yeah.
Don't be such a friend. Come out and face me.
Damn. Haha. Now I have a key. To this boat. Alright. Oh shit. Oh. I don't want to run away. Yeah, so in chat somebody was mentioning the summon assassin ability and how it doesn't let you use it non-lethally. That's exactly why I didn't take it. And probably won't take it at all because I want to try to get through without killing anybody. Ow. There we go.
They used to tell stories about a woman in the slums who did
I
work
know.
like this. Granny Rags. They said she was 100 years old.
Oh, shit.
Huh?
I got you. Got him. Slaughterhouse Row. Excerpt from a book on Dunwall city districts. For more than 2 decades, a small number of slaughterhouses sat along the Wren Haven, out away from the finer quarters of Dunwall due to the blood, rats, and stench associated with processing meat. Independent whaling ships brought in the occasional leviathan, and barges delivered herds of blood oxen. An individual slaughterhouse might fold due to mismanagement, but the numbers stayed roughly the same, producing the meat, leather, and grease byproducts needed across the capital city. Only when the Roseberry processing treatment was discovered did the whaling trade begin to rise in prominence, driven by the many new uses for the more volatile, refined whale oil, including military and security uses. Early into Empress Jessamine Caldwell's brief reign, the well-known inventor and natural philosopher Anton Sokolov introduced a series of devices that would begin to see deployment across Dunwall. Directed by the royal spymaster, Hiram Burroughs. With this lucrative turn of events, the number of slaughterhouses quadrupled, and the demand for fresh whales increased proportionally. Many districts immediately adjacent to what was known as the Slaughterhouse Row began to change as families moved away to avoid the industrial fumes and awful runoff. The awful runoff produced by the processing plants. Crime grew overnight, forcing the city watch to redouble its efforts against Dunwall's gangs. Alright, so we're learning that the whale trade, though scientifically useful, was pretty harmful generally to the districts surrounding it. Okay, safe code is 53 meters that way. Good. Great. I wonder if it's a different safe.
After this morning, we're taking away time cards on site. Nobody gets in or out without those things. Time to send a message.
Time to send a message. So I guess I gotta go get the code and come back. Loading dock, main entrance, break room, boat storage, sewer flow control. Are you a dead counter? Brave men needed for crisis management. Skill in numbers and a vigorous constitution. Wow.
Indeed, I believe so. Someone's supposed to be on duty.
This is a reminder that collective bargaining in any industry deemed vital to the state is a capital offense. These include metallurgy, whale collection and
that happens way too often.
And selected legal and clerical.
Way too often. The like crouch, like this thing that happens.
You've had your fun, Butcher. When does the oil start to flow again?
We got the red guards rounded up, and now we got
Okay.
So you know the Regis doesn't give a shit.
Oh, that other guy just saw me. Shit. Okay, so maybe not. Maybe getting that guy's not a good idea. Should we go inside? That worked out okay before. Here we go.
We're the first ones to get them. How do they work? Might be worth checking out. Actually, I'm not sure.
Lay a few out. Striker's gotta hit one.
Yeah, the old Lehman strike. Yeah, disconnect that thing. Oops. God, I always press the wrong button. It's F to put it down. It's fine. Okay. Jesus Christ, man. Okay, so his ability to jump is so much better than Corvo's. Like, he's so much more limber than Corvo. That's really cool, but it's very disorienting. I gotta remember that. Okay. Oh.
Someone get on.
Like, look at that jump. It's nuts. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I really gotta, I gotta watch for the prompt to grab him, and then go for the grab. Gently, gently now. Oop. Oh no, did that guy fall in the water? Oh, hell. Let's go look. Shit. Oh no, he didn't. Good. Excellent. Yeah, it's cool. It totally... It's not used during high tide. Oh, whatever. I'm a PC. I hit switches whenever I want to. It is really cool that, yeah, Daud is like, this is Daud's job. This is what Daud does. He's an assassin. He runs and jumps and climbs shit and what have you. And Corvo, it wasn't his thing. Like, he's a defender. So it makes sense that Daud is so much more able to like run around and do assassin-y stuff. It's pretty cool. So where's that safe code? I guess I have to go break those planks. There it is. 531. Okay. Yes, and also, yeah, Corvo, to be fair, Corvo was in jail for a long ass time. That is a very good point. Atrophy. There we go. Huh? Oh shit! Well. Stupid jerk.
Get up right now.
What?
Hey, wake up.
Okay, so last time there was a guy right there. Oh, did I not get the code this time?
Think you're being quiet?
No. I don't understand. Oh, it just points me at it. Okay. It's 531. It's fine. It sucks not being able to see through walls. I miss my powers. Okay. Keep your back turned. Come on. Nope. Where is that guy? Ah, there we go. Got him. Okay, after all that, let's go open the stupid safe. Yeah, what do we get? Small scale explosion refinement. A time card, some darts. A bunch of other shit. Cool. Alright, now I have a way in.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight? Never doubt it.
Never. Just never doubt it. Okay.
Shark, we got a problem.
Anything else out here I need to get? Yeah, there's a bone charm, 33 meters. But it looks like it's under. Underneath?
This is a reminder that collective bargaining in any industry deemed vital to the state is a capital offense. These include metallurgy, whale collection and refinement, security services, and selected legal and clerical specializations. Consult the city barrister
Rats.
for verification and enforcement.
What else we get? Sustained rage. Can I not go down there? Yeah, I can. Weird. Just got my head stuck. Also, this is so gross. This is possibly the grossest place in the entire city. Like, ew. Ew, 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 fucking ew. We're in the sewer underneath a slaughterhouse for whales. Ugh. Ugh. Let's get out of there. Yuck.
Rothwild's got a stubborn reputation. I doubt asking nicely is going to work. We'll have to find a more persuasive means of getting what you want out of him. He's probably close to his office. We should start there.
Yikes. Oh, so many runes and things. Now there's another rune outside too, so I gotta. Ugh. Oh my god, gross.
You still on break or what?
Jesus Christ. Oh god, I'm so
Rothwild's got a
I know,
stubborn
dude.
reputation. Find out
God,
what
I got distracted by how disgusting that was.
We'll have to find a more persuasive means of
God, these guys are everywhere. I got you. Is it still alive? Ah, no. Oh, no, no, that's not okay. Oh my god. It's giving me like some pretty severe no feelings. Ugh. No, I don't want to electrocute the whale. Instead of this device to stimulate the whale's nervous system with the intention of doing so will prolong oil secretion, squeeze more of the precious fluid from each catch. Unfortunately, this device can lead to the instant death of the beast if too much power is used. Filling both tanks and activating the device extinguishes all life function in an instant. A painless and quick experience for the whale with a loss of additional revenue that can be... Oh, well, we gotta kill it. How do I... Where's the fucking... How do I turn this thing up to full volume and kill the whale? Okay, I need 2 tanks. We gotta take pity on this creature. Ugh. And then I guess I gotta take its eye once it's dead. Because it still has its port side eye. Alright, I need 2 things of whale oil. Ah, that's so gross. Okay. Must remain stealthy. Go nap. What? Go sleep. Thank you. Hells yeah. Alright, you got another room here. This thing was found in the belly of catch number 184 when we were processing it. I've seen plenty of weird things in a whale's gut, but never one of these. Must have consumed it in the deep. I think it's been there in quite a while. Don't ask me how I can tell. If you have any ideas what this might be, please inform me. One of these was recovered back in the month of wind, but I haven't seen it or the man that found it since then. God, can you imagine if God, it's such a cool and integral thing to the setting to have these like whales be a source of power. It's so cool. An industrious worker is a happy worker. I wonder if Rothwild is supposed to be like Rothschild. Like trying to make us think of that. Alright, let's see, let's see here. Boop. Alright, let's go put the captive whale out of its misery. God damn. Sorry, big guy. Can I have your eyeball? Thanks. Put it in the pot. Okay, so I guess I can leave now? I guess I have to leave and come back. Dwarf. Yeah, I mean that's a good point, Halfwing. So Halfwing asks, is it the good thing to do to put that whale out of its misery? They're gonna just get another whale anyway. Is it better to free one whale from its misery only to doom another to torture and slavery? Like, I think that if you kill it or not, there's always gonna be more whales, right? So in my mind, the small and immediate benefit of putting one out, it's something, you know? It's something, at least. It's not gonna solve the whaling problem, but it helps. And also, it's not really for the whale, right? Like, because we never asked the whale, we can't communicate with it, so we don't know what it would have wanted. So really, we're doing it for us.
This is a public warning. Corvo, the assassin and one-time royal protector, has escaped from confinement and is at large within the city.
Bloop.
Any sightings of this state criminal must be reported to the City Watch at once.
What else do I need to do for Granny? I want to see it. Okay, it'll just appear on the minimap. I want to also see where that... Wasn't there another rune out here? The rune indicators don't seem to be as clear in this one as they were in the standard game. Take a quick look at my notes. Weeper, weeper, weeps no more, laid to rest on blood-etched floor. Okay, so I need to find a weeper and lay it to rest on a blood-etched floor. Good point.
Attention. Under plague conditions, failure to report for work at industries deemed vital to state interest
Well,
has been declared treasonous by the Lord Regent.
Go back inside.
Missing or damaged time cards will no longer be replaced due to abuse of this indulgence. Any worker without a time card will be denied admission to the grounds and summarily terminated.
Okay, back into the sewer. Gross. Fuck off, rats. Alright. Look at that man of industry. That baron. He's so cool. And rich. Alright, stealthily making our way through the most disgusting of places.
If I say yes, you gotta close your trap.
Ew. This whole place is grody. Access to the basement. And also like copper wire. I must be carrying around a giant bag for storing all these things. What else we got here? Aha, the misplaced rune. Fantastic. Okay. So let's I'm gonna save up for Blink level 2. Or maybe, oops, hell. Anyway, I'll save up either way. Anybody on this side? Ooh, meat locker. Here we go, an arc mine. Oh, good. Reducing them to ash. Not really what I want. Vivisection of the third live specimen is almost complete. Careful perforation of the lower diaphragm has brought me closer to observing secretion of the oil, but the process retains its mystery. The creature has weakened considerably since its capture, and the output is quite low. I've attached electrical stimulators to the beast. A mild current increases output by 20%, to the considerable complaint of the whale, I might add. Increasing the voltage will likely kill the creature, so further exploration must wait for a stronger specimen. Gross. Fucking gross. Whale electrocution for the sake of oil. It's interesting because the game... This game could very easily have a, and I don't think it is, but it could very easily have an aggressively like anti.
A makeshift interrogation ship.
Anti-fossil fuel.
Rothwild must be using it to
Agenda.
coerce employees.
Okay, bye. Bye, exposition assassin. You know, like this game could very easily be like, the whale oil is a metaphor for actual oil, so we're just gonna get really heavy-handed with that, but they haven't so far. Also, you know who's ending up in this fucking chair. I, the undersigned, agree to renounce any association with any employee union, to abstain from discussing such matters at any time, and to promptly report any coworkers that encourage union views. I agree all grievances be taken up with Bundy Rothwild and his staff in an open and fair manner. Gerald Harper, Richard Moser, J.A. Manderley, Sylvia Proctor, Lauren Spinner, and Maddie Cranston. Alright. Magic shit around here I can steal. The killing floor. Great, this is gonna go fantastic. I have really good feelings about this.
But your men will collect your bonuses at sundown. Well done. The rest of you deals.
This door out of order. I mean, it's still a door, though. Okay, we're gonna go deal with Rothwild.
We still on for a game of Nancy tonight? Shut your Who left all that trash out in the killing floor?
Gross.
That's
Okay.
Sokolov stuff. You didn't touch it, did you?
The inventor guy? What's he doing here?
Natural philosopher. Yeah, he ain't here now. Comes down some nights to study the whales. Where the oil comes from.
Why does he have to go taking everything apart? The whales are the mystery of our time.
Are you joking? We've got the arc pylons now. We've got walls of light. We'll have the plague cured in no time.
I miss the old days. That cursed bastard Corvo changed everything.
Yeah, that Corvo, he's the worst. All right, I'm gonna take a short break here, and we'll deal with Rothwild in just a few minutes. So stick around. We'll be back with more Dishonored right after this.